Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest SempreMilan bonus podcast on Substack. The Milan derby is being played on Sunday at San Siro, and yet the headlines regarding AC Milan are to do with a load of different things except the game itself. We're going to talk through them and do a derby preview. It's Friday, gonna get down on Friday.
What do you get down on?
Well, do you know what? I'm going to get down the pub in roughly 2 hours for my first beer of the month. Didn't quite manage all of dry January, but I've got a mate coming down for the weekend, so
You can't wait till Saturday?
No.
I mean, you're 1 day away.
You know this team that we support, right? I'm afraid I've got a long overdue appointment. How's it going, boys? All right?
Yeah, sorry. I got the transfer updates on fucking notification right now, and Marko Lazic to Aberdeen on loan with option.
Wow. He's gonna love the cold. It's very, very north. Is that?
Didn't he used to play for us?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. That's why we got the update, because
yeah,
Milan player.
Like what you've just done there.
Is a Milan player?
Feed.
Yeah.
We just keep on loaning him out.
Yeah, he's awful.
Money well spent in the January. When was it? 2 years ago? Maybe 3?
2 or 3. Yeah, it was Maldini's window where he signed, where he brought back Bakayoko. It was that window.
Good fun.
But he did score like a pretty turnaround
for Milan.
Didn't he score a goal?
No, he's never scored a goal for us, I don't think. Not the senior team, anyway. But yeah, he's had a couple of unsuccessful loan spells since, basically. To be amounting to. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we spent a few million on him as well to sign him from Serbia. Anyway, it's not the Marko Lazic pod.
Flop.
I mean, I don't know if we can attack Maldini right now.
Get all the hate.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What we're about to talk about, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it's great leverage
Maldini's
for the current management. But what you did there, refreshing your feed and something new has popped up, is literally how all of yesterday went. Every time it was like mid-afternoon, I'd just logged off and handed over to another writer. I was like, it's all going all right at the moment. There's nothing too busy. Then it was fucking bang, bang, bang. I went to clean the bathroom, came back out, looked at my phone. Morata's going to Galatasaray. Let's start with that one because I think that's the big headline. Out of nowhere, this one. And we signed him in the summer on a long-term deal. He's our highest earner when it comes to gross salary. And we thought he's going to, unfortunately, lead the line for at least a season until we make that investment in someone else. But we're cutting ties pretty early on. There's rumours of a bit of a falling out with Conceição already. We know that he's got some off-field marital problems and stuff. They've been publicly documented. So maybe he's just a bit unsettled in general. But this surprised me.
Yeah, it definitely caught me off guard as well. Obviously, I'm happy. I don't think very few people wanted Morata in the summer. We, all three of us on this podcast, have been vocally anti-Morata for years now. So, but it is definitely a shock to see it 6 months in. We saw with Emerson, who obviously didn't leave because of injury, but and then Pavlovic, which we denied. So it's not us wanting to get rid of him necessarily, but it's shocking to see 3 of 5 summer transfers potentially leaving within 6 months. One of them unable to leave because he's a loan, but we made it clear that we're not interested in renewing him since we're linked with so many new strikers already. So basically 4 of 5 transfers being thrown out 6 months in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
another, if you count Fonseca, he didn't even make it 6 months.
Yeah, sure.
You don't like to see it because it means in the summer we made such bad business. Maybe it was like they were buying into what Fonseca wanted, so they bought the players he wanted, and they realized that everything was a giant mistake, but at least they're correcting their wrongs. But there is 48 or 72 hours left in the transfer window.
Yeah, it's like Monday at midnight, I think.
Yeah, we're trying to
Sounds good.
offload like 6 players and bring in 6 players. Like,
It's not.
if anyone's been following this team for the past decade, this is not going to end well.
No,
It's going to be a disaster.
We're already complaining about not having anyone to bring off the bench anyway. So now if we get rid of half of the starters, it'll be unique if we don't get those replacements in. Which, to be fair, I don't think we're going to get rid of Morata unless Jimenez is done. I think I saw reports that everything is done and agreed with Morata. He's on standby. He was at training today, and it's just a matter of getting Jimenez on a plane here, and we'll send Morata the other way. But
how bad is his injury? Do we know?
It seems like it wasn't actually anything. I guess we all saw the account that reported the crutches. And that was
I have to go unlock the door. I'll lock my
off he goes. Yeah, that wasn't actually him. It was like the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
goalkeeper, something like that. But the coach has just said, the Feyenoord coach has just said, at present he expects him to be available for their derby, which is against Ajax at the weekend. But everyone knows that Milan are one of his dream clubs, and he basically admitted that there's talks ongoing. So it's just like as things stand now, he's available until he's told that he's not. But that means he's fit enough, I guess. So it's nothing to worry about injury-wise, which is good news, because if, let's say we can't get everything done that is being reported, if we can sign Kyle Walker and swap Morata for Jimenez, okay, that's an upgrade. We've actually come out with a net positive from this particular window. Some things need to be seen, such as whether the Morata thing is a loan with option or a loan with obligation. Doesn't seem it's going to be a permanent upfront transfer, but if it was, say, a loan with obligation for 10 mil, snap your hands off, because he's earning, I can't remember what Isaac said, it's about 8 million gross per year. So it's the salary saving above all that is important in this one. And I'm surprised that he said yes to Galatasaray, I'm going to be honest. I know he's 32, but apparently there were Saudi clubs sniffing around in the summer. Surely if you're going to drop down from the top 5 European leagues, you just go get your payday. But maybe they haven't come in.
Maybe
Turkish food's also great.
Oh, he's really good. Yeah,
they probably really kept up with Morata's season and realized, we don't need him in Saudi. Like, he's not playing like a striker.
We don't need him, or I don't know, man. Saudi seems like they'll take anybody and offer him like 10 million a season.
Well, yeah, that's definitely true as well. But I don't know. You're seeing a lot of players going that are actually scoring goals, and Morata's not one of those. So if they just aren't interested anymore, I wouldn't be shocked. And I don't know. It'll be interesting, because there were rumors circulating that Morata got back with his wife like 2 days ago, right before the game. And if she didn't want to move to Italy with him from Spain, I don't know if she's going to want to go to Turkey. Like, Spain and Italy are much closer together than Spain and Turkey. So, and much more similar in lifestyle as well.
I think Turkey is a favorable climate, right?
Yeah, no. There's nothing wrong with Turkey. I'm just saying it's far and it's totally different. Like, Italy and Spain have a lot of similarities as far as cultural and how they live. But if she didn't want to make that jump, I don't know if she's going to go to Turkey with them either. So it's weird.
I just think back to when Morata moved over during the summer, and he moved to that village, and then the mayor announced it, and he had to move again because of he saw it as a breach of privacy, and I get that, but you just wonder, was it cursed from the beginning? He couldn't even settle when he wanted to settle, and then his performances
we've been
haven't
linked
been up
with
to it.
Morata for what seems like 10 years, and I feel like every time we do the podcast for a transfer thing, we're like, do not sign him, do not do it. And Jerry,
maybe it was just never meant to be. That we ran on parallel paths. There's links here and there, but they were never meant to converge. And here, 6 months later, as I said, we'll see about the formula. We might end up back with him in the summer, but cutting our losses now. I do think that the speed that all this has developed, because there was zero links with the Morata exit from any source until next thing you know, Fabrizio's like, exclusive, it's going to happen, he's going to Galatasaray. I do think there has been a fallout. Even though the club have denied it, I think it's obvious that there has been a fallout. And that's why
it's at halftime. I mean, and he's put in not even bad performances, he's put in horrible performances since Conceição's arrival. Has he scored a goal? I genuinely don't know. I don't believe he has. maybe
No, I
one.
don't think so.
But yeah, he hasn't been good. He's been pulled off at halftime or the 50th minute in every single game. And when you are looked at as a leader,